Hi there, this is Dana, and today I'm having a video discussion on a topic that I usually don't discuss, but because it's something that has personally touched my life in such a negative way, and I have done thorough research in which it is something alarming, I believe it is my duty to share with my followers and people who are pet lovers a little warning about the company called Hartz. And I'm going to show you a product. This is the product that I'm specifically speaking of. And you could see from the label that it's for cats and kittens. On it, it says Hartz UltraGuard Plus, Topical Flea and Tick Prevention for Cats and Kittens 12 weeks and older. Okay, so here's the product, and then I will be speaking about my own personal experience and the information I discovered through researching. So let me go back to New Year's Eve 2017. My precious 10-year-old cat named Sabrina took her last breath after battling breast cancer. It was quite a challenging way to begin the new year. Nevertheless, my family and I, though we were grieving the loss of Sabrina, who we dearly loved and missed, we felt that it could actually be healing and beneficial to consider rescuing another kitten. Just like Sabrina was a rescue kitten, we wanted to rescue another kitten, someone who was abandoned and didn't have a home, because we knew that we have enough love in our hearts to continue giving love to animals. And we had found this adorable 3-month-old cat. She was abandoned with a litter of other kittens. The basic bottom line was we fell in love with this precious kitten and we gave her a forever home. We were told by the animal shelter that we needed to use some form of flea and tick prevention on our new kitten, and her name's Binks, spelled B-I-N-X, Binks. And we were told to consider using a flea and tick treatment around January 23rd, and then we would need to do that again the next month because poor precious Binks was infested with fleas when they found her. And they did do their own flea and tick control medicine, but they wanted us to follow up with it. And of course, we wanted to do the same thing. So in January, when we reached the 23rd, I told my husband, hey, can you go to the store and buy Binks some flea and tick medicine? And I thought he would get the same brand that he bought for Sabrina, and he didn't. And for whatever reason, he came home with a product that neither of us were familiar with. And here it is. So here it is, the Hartz Flea and Tick Prevention for Cats and Kittens. And so he, in January, followed the directions exactly. Let's be honest, it's pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to follow directions. So he placed the drops on Binks. And we noticed right away, number one, the odor was putrid and toxic, and I began getting a migraine. So I had some red flags like, whoa, what is this stuff? And we noticed right off the bat that Binks wasn't herself. She wasn't eating. She wasn't drinking. Her personality changed. She was hiding. She wasn't coming out from her little hidden spot. She was quiet. She had anxiety. She just wasn't herself. I mean, we knew our cat, and at that point we had her for at least 3 weeks. So we were concerned, but at that time we still didn't know about Hartz Flea and Tick Company. We didn't know about this long years of complaints. So let's move forward to February. Just a few days ago, my husband, it was time again. We're reaching that 1 month mark. Time to give Binks her flea and tick treatment. He followed the directions and he gave her the drops right on the little nape of the neck, the place where they can't reach with their tongue so they don't consume it because that would be dangerous. Nevertheless, Banks immediately went like berserk, running around, scared to death, high anxiety, wasn't eating, wasn't drinking, and she ran under my bed, in which I had this unsettling within me. Have you ever had that, like, gut intuition? You know, something's just not right. It was speaking so loud, this gut intuition, this sixth sense, that I just felt I needed to go online and research this company. So I went online, let my fingers do the walking, and I was shocked to discover what I found out. So I was on consumeraffairs.com. This is the original in the very beginning. Since then, I've been on a zillion different websites. But I started with consumeraffairs.com, in which there was, and this is in 2015, there was 750,000 complaints of pet illness and deaths. I'm going to read to you the long list of adverse effects that these people talked about. Skin problems, immediate skin problems, redness, gastrointestinal issues. The nervous system had serious issues. Some of their pets have epilepsy, hallucination, shock, pain, swollen eyes, reddening of the belly, hair loss, itchiness of the skin. Remember, the skin is the largest organ of the body. Seizures, comatose, tremors, debilitation, loss of appetite, twitching. The pets, meaning cats and dogs, could not stand or walk. No energy, lethargic, excessive drooling, agitated, high anxiety, overly excited, difficulty breathing, vomiting and diarrhea, and last, dead. There were countless. I can't even tell you how many I read at an alarming rate. I mean, we're talking 750,000 complaints to the EPA. Who's the EPA? Hang on, I have to do my searching on my notes. The EPA is from the United States. They are the Environmental Protection Agency who regulates products like Hartz. Interesting. How come there's over 750,000 complaints with illnesses and deaths of our furry friends, and yet this product's still on the shelf? That's right. If you go into your grocery store or Walmart, Target, you name it, wherever, Amazon.com, go wherever you choose to shop, why is this product still on the market? Okay, see this here? This is a sampling of Binks. Her hair. Binks is solid black. She's like a midnight black. This precious kitten, 4 months old, she's losing her hair. She's losing her hair. She wasn't eating. She wasn't drinking. She had high anxiety. She was hiding under the bed. Then I discover so many other animal lovers had been heartbroken by devastating losses, tragic illnesses, debilitating pets. And I am beside myself that this company has been interviewed on many TV stations. You could just go onto YouTube yourself and check it out. Type in Hartz complaints or Hartz kills. No, it's supposed to kill fleas, but this is just my own personal opinion based on my research. In my own personal opinion, I think Hartz is not killing fleas and ticks. It's killing animals. And I am absolutely devastated. This shall not be something that continues on. We need to forge together. Right now, there is a class action lawsuit against Hartz Company, and something needs to change. Something needs to change, but I want to educate, just give a little window of insight for those who are unaware. And I want to just also say, let's give each other grace, because like my husband, like myself, we were not aware of the Hartz Company. We thought they had a reputable reputation. You know, they were a wonderful business. No, not so in my opinion. And my little medical disclaimer is, this is based on my own experience. This is based on my research, and I stayed up into the wee hours of the night last night, letting my fingers do the walking, visiting a lot of different websites, including different governmental websites, and I am just shocked that this company, who's been around for over 50 plus years, is still in business today, despite people, 750,000 people, losing their pets, and their pets have been severely or permanently injured. Let's move on. This is the ingredient. Everybody grab your pens, write this down. If you have a cat or a dog and you are seeking some knowledge and you want to avoid any kind of harm or danger to your pet who you love dearly, it's called, and mind you, I might not have the exact pronunciation, phenothren. P-H-E-N-O-T-H-R-I-N. And if I'm pronouncing it correctly, phenothren. Interesting enough, 85% of the ingredients in a lot of the Hartz flea and tick products contain 85% of the total ingredients are phenothren. So you say to yourself, what is that ingredient? Interesting enough, that is an ingredient that used to be inside a lawn pesticide, and since then, this lawn pesticide that contained this toxic, poisonous ingredient for lawns has been banned. So my question is, how come Hartz flea and tick products aren't banned? How come? When you have thousands upon thousands of heartbroken and devastated owners who love their pets, their special furry friends, and this company still existing after death, after death, after death. I'm telling you, go on to consumeraffairs.com, check out the stories. I had to stop at one point. It was devastating. I mean, I'm talking tears in my eyes. I'm scared to death about my cat, Banks, this poor precious kitten. Hey, we already lost a cat on New Year's Eve. I don't want to lose a cat after I just had her for a few months. She's already been through trauma, being abandoned and abused as it was. We gave her a forever home. We want, within our power and might, to protect our precious kitten, to promote wellness, and in doing so, that she can have a long life of happiness. Something you need to consider too. Check out hartzvictims.org. If you yourself want to gain a little information, maybe you have complaints, maybe you're fed up too, maybe you lost your pet to Hartz or some other company. And the one thing I want to say, I'm not going to get into the long list. There was over 17 other companies. Hartz is not alone, people. It's not just about them. There are other companies who you may think are reputable. Their products are right now sitting on the shelves of your local grocery store, and they contain that toxic ingredient that used to be in lawn pesticides called phenothren, and these ingredients are highly toxic and poisonous. So what did I do? I got on the phone, I called my vet. I said, this is what happened. What do I do? They said, number one, don't use Hartz. They're poisonous. It will hurt your animal. Number two, it was a day later. The damage was done. She said, but what you can do is consider educating yourself about other highly gentle, natural methods. And you could, for some animals, you could give them a bath with a little bit of Dawn liquid detergent, soap and water. We did use just a wet washcloth and tried to rub off this pesticide. But it was an experience that I hope you won't have to go through. If you'd like to learn more, you could check out the websites I gave you info on. Also, if you'd like inspiration, check out DanaArcuri.com.